Hi guys and welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a very requested video, which is how I get my brows to look like that. So this side is done and this side, and this side is not. So I'm going to show you really quickly, so simple, using Anastasia's brow definer. So the first thing I do, what I'm trying to do is grow my brows out, so I'm not really getting them threaded as much and plucked and stuff. But what I have found is if you stop plucking under here, I'm trying to grow them a little bit more. Like I want that fluffy big brow. I just think it's really nice and it just looks really good and natural. So I'm trying to grow them out as much as possible, so I'm not threading, I'm not plucking. And if they get a little bit wild like down here and stuff, then obviously I'll pluck them or I'll go to Adele and get them done. But I've recently had them tinted, so this one is already done, like I said, but I have had them tinted, so they kind of look the same sort of colour, but you can see the difference. I don't know, can you see the difference? Yeah, you can. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do my brows, and it doesn't even take 5 minutes. It's so good. So the product that I find works perfectly for my brows and for me is the brow definer. This one. You get a really nice pencil that's really fine, so you can get really fine strokes, and then on the other end you get your spoolie. So the first thing I do is itch my nose. The first thing I do is grab the spoolie and I just brush this section upwards. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Bear with me. So the first thing I do is brush this section up like that, just so I can make sure that I know exactly where I want to do it. Let's fill them in. And I don't really fill them in a lot, I just kind of fill in like sparse areas. I don't draw them on where I used to kind of make the brows up, you know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to grow them as much as I can, because I just want them to look more natural. So I like to brush this up, and there is a trick as well that I won't do now, but I will say sometimes what I do. If you get a bar of soap, just a normal bar of soap, and you push the soap into your brow, if you get a bar of soap and you just push your brows up, they will then stay kind of like in place. So that's all I do, is I just brush them up. Then with the pencil, if you are like a beginner and you want to work out how to do that kind of ombre look in there, because that's what I like it to be really dark and then kind of go ombre in towards this way. So with this pencil, it's so good to practice, like really good to practice. So if you get the back of your hand and just kind of do little strokes sort of thing like that, excuse that, that's a lip swatch. This one here, if you do that, then you can kind of practice how you would you can kind of practice how you would get your brows to look. So the first thing I like to do, and what I love about this pencil, is it's got like a bit of an angle, as you can see. Focus please. It's got a bit of an angle, so you can get under with that straight bit and then turn it round, and you've got that arched. It's just very good and very affordable. So with the straight bit, what I like to do is simply, really light-handedly, is just draw a line underneath. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, I don't really know. Olivia's in the back kicking about. What are you doing? So you just draw kind of up to here where my eye pupil is. I kind of like work out. So this is where the arch should start. So from the corner of your eye up to the top is where I like my arch. So you just draw under here, and then I like to just fill in that kind of sparse area there. Then what I do, I don't kind of like start here and draw round, which is what I used to do. I start from the middle and just gently, are you sitting with Daddy? Just gently do fine little strokes and then make my arch kind of thing. So you can see now I've got that arch, and then that little triangle you can see is all like sparse, there's no hair, because like I said, I want to grow my brows out, and then once I get that, then that's good. But at the moment I am kind of just a little bit exaggerating it, if you know what I mean. So then I like to make this part more filled in. So then you're still doing light-handed strokes, and then I'll just use a spoolie just to make sure that it's going in the right way. And, oh, nearly went everywhere, my drink. Then the tail, I just kind of follow my natural brow, like so. Don't really do much with the tail, to be honest. Like, it's not really, I used to, but I don't now. I just kind of feel like it's grown nice. It just kind of matches both ways, whereas before when I first went to Adele, the lady that does my brows, we was just like, wow, so uneven. So she's evened them up for me, and she's really kind of helped me grow my brows out. So then what I do is with this bit here, but not too far in, so I would say from this way up from the edge of your eye there, I will then do like a bit of a line again, just like that, just so it's a bit more defined. And then here I'll turn the pencil like on its side, and then just do little tiny, really faint strokes, and then get my spoolie, and just brush up, because I like it to look really kind of faded and then like dark. That's just how I like my brows. So, and then just go through the whole brow, and I just kind of like push the hairs up again, and that's kind of it. Really is. And then I mostly just, because sometimes it can look quite dark, and like I said, I really like it to be like really faded and like ombre. So with the spoolie, I'll just keep brushing this bit at the front, and it will just lighten it. It will just keep lightening it and make it look more natural. And if you push the hairs up, it just looks so much better. I used to kind of go that way, and it just didn't look right. So now I go up like that, and that's it. That is pretty much it. And excuse my hair, it's just quarantine hair, you know. I really hope this helped you with your brows. Tag me if you do try, and if you get this product, I'll link it down below for you. It's pretty affordable. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I've been using it for donkeys, and I don't think I'm ever going to use anything else. That's it. I'm going now. Bye.